Hey guys, it's Alex. What you saw there was a little bit of footage from earlier this week. I was in Texas. I flew into Austin and was in the area for a couple of days. So I decided to check out, as you saw, End of an Ear Records. Pretty close to the airport there. I wasn't staying in Austin, but decided to swing by. I only had a little less than an hour to really go in there. Had never been there. I'd purchased from them online before, so I knew they had some pretty interesting records. Didn't know how big it was or anything. It's not huge, but it's definitely, you can definitely spend a lot of time and money there for sure. Very well curated. I didn't even get a chance to look at the jazz section. I really hit just the new arrival section. I hit they had a pretty nice like a Middle Eastern and African section, and then just right away I saw a couple things in the wall that I wanted, so that kind of limited me a little bit. So anyway, I picked up 6 records. I'll show you what I got. So the first one is on the Finnish label Love Records, which yeah, it's pretty cool label. I mean, they do jazz fusion, rock, a lot of different genres. This is a band. This is their first record. I think it's self-titled Pirpauke, probably pronounced something like that. I was aware of them. I think Chris Cole had recommended them, or I think I'd seen another one of their records, and just kind of checking them out. I think this is probably their best one from what I can tell. I think their other ones are a little bit a little bit more progressive, perhaps. This is more sort of on the, ethno-jazz kind of world. They bring a lot of, fortunately, it's all in Finnish. I can't read any of it, but I listened to it a little bit. It sounds pretty good. Yeah, definitely some, Middle Eastern influences. So yeah, sort of a ethno-jazz, nice record. Only $15, which is a really nice deal for this one. Yeah, definitely check that out. Billy Bang, an artist that I've just never come across his records. I finally broke down and got one of his records online recently, and lo and behold, I ran into this one on the Soul Note, Italian Soul Note label. It's from 1986. Billy Bang, the improv violinist. So here he's accompanied by William Parker on bass. Maybe I recently picked up one of his records as well, and then we got a few other musicians I'm not familiar with. Roy Campbell on trumpet, Oscar Sanders on guitar. There's Thurman Baker on perks, and Eddie Conde, I think I know him, on congas. So yeah, 86 and 87. Yeah, it came out in 1987. Billy Bang live. Have not spun this one. Look forward to it. Kind of a cool cover. That's the only jazz record I picked up, and that was in the New Arrivals. This was also in the New Arrivals. I think you see it in the clip there. They had a few ethnographic records. I decided to go for this one though. Music of Iran, the Tar, Jan Samandar, I believe is the player here. So the tar is that instrument. It's similar to a sitar, both physically, and that's actually the clip. The opening clip there was actually from this record, so you can kind of get an idea of what it sounds like. But yeah, really nice on the lyric chord. I know Okora is sort of the more famous ethnographic label, but the few things that I have on lyric chord, which is an American label, are quite good. And I did spin this. It's really good. I like it. So yeah, the Tar on lyric chord. This one was also in the New Arrival section. This is Elliot Schwartz extended piano, and I think the full title is Extended Piano and Music for Piano and Tape, I think. So this is 4 pieces, 2 per side. This was actually sealed with a beautiful op art cover, and this is very interesting. This is on the Folkways label. Coming into this year, that was definitely a label that I really wanted to try to find more of their stuff. They're getting harder and harder to come by, so I was very happy to find this one, brand new. This is from 1980, and so again, this actually takes samples from. Let me see if I can read it. Different composers, different piano concertos. Grieg, Tchaikovsky, Liszt, to name a few. It comes with a nice insert explaining each of the pieces. But essentially, he's then processing and improvising over the samples. And so yeah, so it's sampled, tape pieces, and then with his playing over the top. So yeah, it's definitely not for the classical purists, as you have sort of this. In some cases you hear the original piece, and then there's electronic sort of drone and different electronics over the top. very cool, very interesting stuff. Elliot Schwartz, extended piano. And then the two that were on the wall that I was very happy to find, and both of these were in the shrink. They weren't sealed, but they were both in the shrink. I think Alvin Lucier just turned 90, I think, this week. I know Stunty, I think, showed this for a contest entry a while back. So this is on, this is another label that I've been really trying to, find, and I really was looking forward to kind of delving into this year. Lovely music. I think out of New York. So yeah, this is sort of really organic electronic music. Converting the signal from so Lucier, that's him right there, and then Pauline Oliveros. She's on side 2, he's on side 1, and yeah, it's basically taking these electronic signals from the brain and then translating them into electronic music, and then with percussions as well. Just an amazing record. Really happy to find a nice copy of this in the wild for sure. And then the other one also on the Lovely label is what's the actual title? Yeah, it's called Dresden, and then / Venezia / Megaton, which are the track names. And this is Gordon Mumma. I believe he's in one of the Mills College up in Oakland. He's one of the electronic artists that came out of that scene, along with many others, including Pauline Oliveros and Robert Ashley, notably. But yeah, so this is awesome. This is just really noisy, more as where the Lucier was more organic. This one is definitely industrial, I guess, in sound. The electronics more mimicking the sound of machines, definitely a lot more abrasive. But yeah, very interesting textures on this one as well. I spun this one this morning. So yeah, those were the 6 records. We'll keep it short. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage. Just figured I'd do one last video here outside at this house anyway. I'll be moving here in a couple of weeks, so hope everybody's well. Take care, guys.